Greetings. It's August in Japan, the hottest month of the year. And I want to share with you today one way that the Japanese have traditionally been able to beat the heat. Of course, you have physical implements like the folding fan, which is quite a delight. I find it sad that many young people use an electronic fan, the battery operated, just hold it up to their face, and they kind of miss this whole ambience of the fan. Now, the folding fan, of course, is a Japanese invention. The Chinese invented the flat fan, and then the Japanese figured out a way to make it compact. And you'll notice here, you have dragonflies, which you find a lot of here, and bees. Now, this particular image and the calligraphy is something that I painted actually on a piece of washi paper that had glue on one side, and then you actually iron it onto the fan. So it looks and feels like it was just originally a part of it. It's really, really cool. And so you have here this, it means cool breeze, this part, cool breeze, and then my signature. So cool breeze, and then my signature, and then the bee, and then the flower. And so it's so much fun to do a little craft like this, especially then you personalize the fan, and you can bring it out anytime like this. Okay, now I was taught how to do this by a man named Fukushima-san, and he had written this book on the Basho's narrow road to the deep road to the narrow road to the deep north. And it's filled with something called Haiku. And these are lovely little paintings that can be done with hand-ground ink, and then a poem or a composition that goes with it. I want to focus today on this one because of the seasonality of the month. And you see here is a picture of these locusts. And this is a famous poem by Basho, Shizukasa ya Iwa ni shimi iru semi no koi. And this is a poem about the sound of the loud sound of the cicadas. Mean, gets louder and louder. It seems like they're everywhere, and then they just fade away. And as he says, the sound of the cicadas penetrates into the rock. The sound of stillness. It's a wonderful Zen expression, and it kind of makes you forget the heat. Also, the words, seasonal words, are help you identify with living in the moment. And I found a delightful book that I also want to share. I'll share my screen here. This book is called Learn Japanese Through Haiku. Basho, enjoy Japanese culture while building your vocabulary and grammar. And you'll see the Kindle version is quite affordable, 550 yen. And the book is designed, I've actually got it here on Kindle as well. So I'm going to reshare my screen, see if I can bring up something from the book and show you how it works. So you have here this same poem that we just looked at. Stillness, the cicadas chanting is the name of the poem. And you see here it has it rendered in Roman letters, Shizukasaya, Iwanishi meter, semi no koi. Stillness, cicadas chanting, soaks into the rocks. So another feature of this, it's got a QR code, and I'll show you what you can do with this. You point your camera to the QR code, and you click on, sorry, and it plays. So you can actually, Shizukasaya Iwa ni shimiru semi no koi, you can kind of get the rhythm of the Japanese expressions around it. And then it breaks it down into a vocabulary lesson. So you've got shizukasa, a degree of stillness. The shizukasa, the sa is a suffix indicating degree or condition, like ness, stillness. Ya is the kireji or cutting word, which typically appears at the end of a line to help the haiku maintain the 5-7-5 syllable rhythm. And then iwa ni is on a rock. Shimi either penetrate in or soak into, to soak, to penetrate, enter into. Cicada is a semi, and koi is voice. So then they also provide a bit of a commentary, which is quite interesting. The haiku was written at a lonely mountain temple. It contrasts the complete stillness of the desolate area with the ear-splitting sound of the cicada. And then they provide this sentence in Japanese. During the summer in Japan, and the translation being, during the summer in Japan, the cicadas are very loud and annoying. Depending on the time of year, it can feel like there's no place where there are no cicadas. Well, whether it is annoying or not, it depends on the listener's mood, I suppose. But this, in the same way, you point this at the
日本の夏はセミの鳴き声がとても大きくうるさい。時期によってはセミがいない場所がないと感じるくらいです。
And so if you're studying Japanese, that's kind of a fun way, and you got this nice, bright lady's voice, and then you have the vocabulary for Japan's summer, cicadas cry, chirp, very big, loud time period, depending on, doesn't exist, place. So you get a little vocabulary lesson to go with it. So I find this to be quite a delightful book. And if you combine that with a little bit of calligraphy and a little bit of painting of images, like as in Haiga, and then you put that, for example, you can iron this onto a fan, and you've got yourself a nice customized piece of personal cooling accessories. So I hope you will take advantage of this book and this information to help you beat the heat this summer.